Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Parkrose Community United Church of Christ, Pentecostal. We're all Pentecostal because we understand that the Spirit infuses everything that we do. I'd like to welcome you this morning. It's been a week. And today is a day of remembrance and reconciliation and celebration. We want to acknowledge our fathers and the way that they nurture us. We want to celebrate that it's Pride Sunday, and folks will be going down to the Pride Parade after worship to march with the other United Church of Christ congregations. There's a beautiful day outside, there's much to celebrate, and there's much to be remembering and considering what our actions can be to help make the world a better place. So we're glad you're here, and as we say every week, whoever you are and wherever you are on life's journey, you are welcome here. I want to thank the guitar folks for being our musicians today. I invite you to stand as you're able and join in our opening song, Come Now is the Time to Worship.
Yeah.
morning? Are you ready to let your light shine?
Yeah.
All right. Please take a moment and greet those who are here.
Oh, yes.
great energy. I invite you to kind of settle into your seats as we begin a time of prayer, beginning with our centering song, Spirit of Life, Come Unto Me. Spirit of life, come to me. Sing my heart, all the servants of compassion, blow in the wind, rise in the sea. You to pray with me in one voice. God, we come to you, our hearts broken. While we reach out in love, we continue to be met by hate, which devalues human life. Our world is consumed with violence and the need to force others to conform, to blindly follow. Help us break through walls of hatred and violence. Give us strength to speak clearly against any who would have us live in fear and mistrust. But most of all, empower us to act, to put our faith to work in our neighborhood and world. Come to us in the silence. We respond together. We are strong and we are ready to rise to the task you set before us. God of love and justice. Spirit of love, come to me, come to me. I invite the young folks to come forward and meet Emily up here as we sing our song. This is where children belong. Welcome as part of the worshiping throng. Water, God's word, bread and cup, prayer and song. This is where children belong.
Hello. How are you guys doing today?
There we go. I found you.
You're doing really well. Why are you doing really well? You got to pick raspberries this morning. At the church garden. Oh, so we have a little urban forager here. Found a grasshopper. Oh, congratulations. That's quite a find. How about you?
Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday. That's exciting. How old are you turning? 10. Wow, double digits. Not a big deal. So I'm told. I'm only 2 digits as well, so. Well, Today, I wanted to talk to you guys about something called service. Maybe also listening. Do you guys know what service means? Have you ever done like a service project?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know it.
So for you, what does that mean?
Doing something for someone else that,
So helping out people in need. Well, later on in the service, the adults are going to hear about service and how we are called to serve. And for me, service is really, I think, I'd have to agree with you, Goldie, helping people out and trying to make people's life a little easier. I'm wondering if you guys can think of ways you make other people's lives easier sometimes. Or do you just not do that at all? I know.
They help their dad a lot.
Oh, I hear that you help your dad. From a very reputable source. Do you do anything to help people? If you don't, that's okay. I think I heard you help your mom sometimes. Oh, the cat? Oh, you have a dog. Well, I'm sure you help that dog by walking the dog occasionally. Wow. I'd like to invite you guys maybe this week to see what other ways you can help people, whether that's your friends, whether that's your siblings, but sometimes they need help too. I have a sibling, he needs a lot of help. Or maybe you help all your animal friends, or maybe you weed your garden, but think about how this week, if you want, how you serve others, okay?
All right, let's have a prayer. Dear God, thank you for calling us to serve, and help us to think of ways that we can be of service. In your many beautiful names. Amen. Amen. All right, I think it's time for you to go to class. This is where children belong. Welcome as part of the worshiping throng. Water, God's word, bread and cupware and song. This is where children belong. Invite you to remain seated as we sing our next song, Lord, Prepare Me to Be a Sanctuary. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary. God empower me to be a witness for you, acting boldly in your name, seeking justice where there is hurting, offering hope where there is pain. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. It's been a tough week. For many of us, it's been intense focus on the attack at the Pulse Club in Orlando. And I really like this hashtag, We Are Orlando, because we are indeed all Orlando in so many different ways. There are so many moral lessons in the story of the shooting that I hardly know where to start or where to focus. There's issues of inclusion, there's issues of homophobia, there's issues of Islamophobia, there's issues of violence, there's issues of glorification of guns. It's overwhelming. And on Wednesday morning, when we gathered for Bible study at 10:30, I came into the group and I said, we can talk about the passage for Sunday, but I just want to talk. And the interesting thing was that as we shared our feelings about what it was that particularly touched each and every one of us around the attack in Orlando, we came to a place where we were saying, all right, I want to do something about this. You probably heard was it a congressman or a senator who said, I'm tired of moments of silence. We need times of action. And I think that's the message where this group wound up, the Bible study group, and the message that I hope you can get this morning is that we're called to action, not to sit in this church and think about all the implications, but we're called to go out that door and put our faith into action as we go into both our neighborhood and the wider world. So as you consider what We Are Orlando means for you, keep in that mix. What things can you do? It's overwhelming. We can't solve the problem just like that, but we can add our voices and our hands to help build a better world. Amen. Amen. Our Now Testament this morning, I was really struck by the Islamophobia that rises every time there's something like this that happens. And I was really thrilled that the Ecumenical Ministries of Oregon board meeting was at the Muslim Educational Trust in Tigard on Wednesday afternoon. We met beautiful, wonderful people who were welcoming and inclusive, and so glad we were there. And it started me to thinking about some of the misunderstandings about Islam. You know, in Arabic, the word Islam means submission or surrender. And it's derived from the root word salam, you know, the greeting with which Muslims greet each other, salam alaikum, alaikum assalam, same as shalom. It means peace and safety. And I'm struck by the fact that the Quran preaches peace and safety and connection, just like the Bible does. And I want to share a bit from a post by a person named Aliyah in England. Aliyah is extremely frustrated at the way people assume all Muslims are like the radical folks who promote violence and hatred. This is what Aliyah has to say from a personal perspective. I know from all I have learned that Islam only teaches peace and love, even in little day-to-day things. Things like backbiting and slandering are forbidden because lies and speaking about people behind their backs ruins lives and families. You cannot eat food if your neighbor is hungry. A quote from the Holy Quran. It may be that Allah will bring about love between you and those of them with whom you are now at enmity. Holy Quran 68. So the teachings of Islam are very clear. One should be at peace even with their enemy and develop love instead of hatred. It also says in the Quran, the taking of one innocent life is the taking of all humankind. And the saving of one life is like saving all of humankind. Holy Quran 5:33. I am sure all religions teach peace and love because the holy books, the Torah, the Bible, and the Quran, were sent by the same one God. If we learn anything from what's happened in Orlando, let it be that we are connected. We are not separated from each other, except as we create those walls of hatred and fear and mistrust. May we find new space in our hearts to understand that we stand for abundant life for all, not some, all of God's children. Amen. Amen. I invite Ron to bring us the passage from Mark this morning.
Good morning. Reading this morning from Mark 10:35 through 45. Jesus makes it clear to the disciples what servant leadership requires. James and John, Zebedee's sons, come up to him. "Teacher, we have something we want you to do for us." "What is it?" "I'll see what I can do." "Arrange it," they said, "so that we will be awarded the highest place of honor in your glory. One of us at your right, the other at your left." Jesus said, "You have no idea what you're asking. Are you capable of drinking the cup I drink, of being baptized in the baptism I'm about to be plunged into?" "Sure," they said, "why not?" Jesus said, "Come to think of it, you will be drinking the cup I drink and be baptized in my baptism. But as to awarding places of honor, that's not my business. There are other arrangements for that." When the other 10 heard of this conversation, they lost their tempers with James and John. Jesus got them together to settle things down. "You've observed how godless rulers throw their weight around," he said. "And when people get a little power, how quickly it goes to their heads. It's not going to be that way with you. Whoever wants to be great must become a servant. Whoever wants to be first among you must be your slave. That is what the Son of Man has done. He came to serve, not to be served, and then to give away his life in exchange for many who are held hostage."
Thanks, Ron. I think the message is abundantly clear. Whoever would be great among you must be your servant. This whole discussion starts with James and John angling for the place of honor and glory and power. They want, when Jesus goes to his glory, they want to be seated at the right and left hand of him. They want to be close, so that because they're close, they get lots of attention and power and Lord knows what, glory. What does Jesus say? That's not it. It's not about having people serve you. It's about you serving people. This is one of the simplest lessons, it seems to me, that what's on the surface is what it's about. The issue for us is actually embracing what that says. Everything we're taught, our whole society is about accumulating power and being leaders over people. And one of the great things I remember learning in seminary is we don't have power over, we have power with. And that's the kind of power that is so powerful when we share power, when we serve each other. I like this word cloud because it says not only are we called to serve, we're designed to serve. And we are empowered to serve. What Jesus taught us empowers us to be servants, to serve others. Now, how that plays out in our lives is different. And some people have the special spiritual gift of service, which calls them to serve in many places that some of us wouldn't go. Can you think of that special gift, an unusual way of serving? What might that be? As a And it's great. How about serving in the Peace Corps? How about serving at a soup kitchen? How about serving as a teacher? What else? What other ways are special gifts of service?
Hospice.
Hospice care, yeah. Nursing. Street sweepers. Yes.
Senior.
Caregiving.
Senior.
Seniors, working with seniors.
The people who train the service dogs that go to the hospitals and nursing homes.
People who train service dogs. Yes.
Being a mother.
Being a mother.
Or a father.
Or a father.
Advocating for the poor.
Advocating for the poor. Well, some of these are really out there, and some of these are things we can all do. And what I hope you leave with today is a sense of empowerment. That you understand that you, each and every one of you, are called to serve in ways that you can, in ways that bring you to your fullest self. So as you think about this, whoever would be great among you must be your servant. It puts a whole different spin on being great and being a leader, being powerful. It's when we serve that we are great. Amen. One of the seemingly simplest ways we serve is by giving up our own financial abundance. Our ushers will receive our morning offering.